Hello world, and welcome to the Common Sense Man's News and Talk Show here on this Monday, April 15th, 2019, a show where we discuss news from various news sources via the internet, discuss them in a common sense way, trying to bring the left and the right a little bit more together on just about everything you could possibly think of. Please email me your suggestions to commonsensemen@gmail.com. That's common with a K, or call in. Let's have a live discussion. 805-994-0606. Okay, we're going to start our news today with Fox, as we normally do for the most part. And this first article, pretty interesting. Students, alumni outrage shaken after Vice President Pence invited to give commencement. This is regard to Taylor University students and alumni after a small evangelical Christian school tapped the former Indiana governor to be this year's commencement speaker. But 3,300 people have signed a change.org petition to get Pence's invitation to the mid-May commencement ceremony rescinded, claiming the Trump-Pence administration's policies are not consistent with the Christian's ethic of love we hold dear. There you go. You heard it here first. I don't know what that means, but you heard it here first. I'd like to hear anyone's discussion on it. It's very, very interesting. I think it's very interesting. Going over to CNN, it's the same old kind of crap. White House snubs Congress, shocked Republicans too. Republicans on Capitol are raising alarms at the White House resistance to congressional demands, fearing Trump is bolstering power at Congress's expense. They're still referring to all this Mueller stuff, all this investigating stuff. Pretty much had it to there. And on a quick side note, Game of Thrones season 8 did start last night. I didn't watch it because I'm still getting caught up. I'm rewatching the whole season, the whole series, and I'm on season 5, the end of season 5, towards the end of season 5 right now, and I will make my way towards season 8 as it progresses. Moving over to the CNBC, Goldman Sachs says Trump has a narrow advantage in the 2020 election. Incumbent presidents tend to have a built-in advantage of 5 to 6% points in popular vote, according to Goldman Sachs. There you go. You heard that here first. BBC, a little more on the Sudan protesting. Sudan protesters demand an end of deep state. Thousands maintain a sit-in outside army headquarters, calling for an immediate move to civilian rule. It should always be civilian rule. Should never be military rule, in my opinion. Going over to MSNBC, Trump's tone changes as report release day nears. Special counsel Robert Mueller's redacted report is expected to be released this week, and it seems that the president is growing anxiety about the release. There you go. And here it is, the big news of the weekend. If you weren't watching or if you haven't heard about it, you must have been on a rock. Tiger Woods won the 2019 Masters in dramatic form, comeback form. It was incredible. I'm getting the chills thinking about it. That's the big news of the weekend. Tiger Woods is back. It was one of the greatest final rounds in Masters history. And I haven't seen the ratings, but I imagine it was just watched by everybody. I was even watching as I was golfing on my phone. I don't even watch shit on my phone, but I was watching that. Congratulations, Mr. Tiger Woods. USA Today even has their main article on it. Tiger Woods, even the men he beat watched in awe. And there was a quote in there from Kopka that it was just amazing seeing him, the scores go up. It was just, everybody was there. It was an incredible feeling. Anyways, I'm happy I watched it live. That is one thing I watched it live. Then came back and watched all the highlights. Moving over to the T to the M to the Z. Loughlin pleads not guilty in college bribery case. Okay, I don't even care about that. I really don't care. I'm not even going to read that article. Who cares? Ariana Grande is in sync at Coachella with no, of course, Justin Timberlake. No problem. So if you want to read about that, her Coachella thing, that's about all I'm going to say. Well, that's all I'm going to say on it. We're going to move on to travel news. Travel news here. Interesting, JetBlue by 2021. There's a nice little article here, which I'm going to repost on my Facebook page, the Common Sense Message Talk Show Facebook page. JetBlue is going to be starting flights to London from the East Coast in 2021, and they say these jets, they're going to be using the single-aisle jets, Airbus 320 something long range, but the seating is going to be like a step up. They call it the Mint class, I believe. So it's going to be a little more expensive than just a normal economy, but you're going to feel like you're in a private jet. Is their deal on that? And on a side note, speaking of jets, Delta is going to be cutting on a lot of their domestic flights, cutting 2 inches from their reclining. Instead of 4, it's going to be to 2. The test is to see. It's giving the people in the back a little bit more personal space, because when you lean all the way back, your shit flies off the thing. So I think it's kind of a good idea, but then you get to lean back as much. So whatever, who knows? All right, well, that's going to end it for this fantastic Monday, but we will read our little Facebook quote here from American Reformers, American Reformers at A Reformers. This is a repost someone did, and here it is. I will repost this on the. We'll be reposting some of this stuff on my Facebook page. How sad it must be believing that scientists, scholars, historians, economists, and journalists have devoted their entire lives to deceiving you, while a reality TV show with decades of fraud and exhaustively documented lying is your only beacon of truth and honesty. Of course, they're referring to the President Trump. That is funny. Actually, that's a totally true statement. Yeah. But anyways, please enjoy this Monday. Happy Monday. We'll see you on Tuesday. Be nice to people. Please subscribe to my channel, the Common Sense News and Talk Show. Go on Facebook and check it out. Twitter, and check it out. Just go check it out. Let's get this thing going. Have a great Tuesday, and chowder.